It's so interesting the dialogue changes from the original.
Um, this is very random, but I would just like to tell the world that my cat is currently inside my desk and is smacking me through the crack underneath.
You saved me, Sonic. I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Which I don't think is
Not
audible,
really worrying
but
about that right now, Amy.
at least I hope not.
It's interesting because the original Sonic Generations, Amy's like, I was afraid I'll be, I was afraid I'd never flirt with you again.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. Looks like it's our time to rescue our favorite Red Echidna, Nipples the Enchilada,
Yes.
by going through Sky Sanctuary, which is the stage from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. And before you ask, what is that Death Star looking machinery that's floating in the background? Well, that's the Death Egg.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Very creative.
Fashion. Like, you notice it's like Eggman's face or Robotnik's face or whatever just by looking at it. Of course, we will be able to see it again, but it is a nice attention to detail because, like in the original Sonic the Hedgehog 3 game, the Death Egg is just shown in the background, releasing all types of egg robos to attack Sky Sanctuary. And I don't know. I just if I had to choose a favorite Sonic, classic Sonic game, it's definitely Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So this is definitely pleasing to me. And there's multiple pathways that you can take, so, which essentially means that you have to go through this entire stage 3 times to get all the red rings.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But it encourages those of the explorative type to take multiple pathways.
I suppose, like, a good game should be... You should enjoy going through levels multiple times.
Well, and it does treat those that have been playing Sonic the Hedgehog since the initial release to gather extra lives and rings. And what the fuck? The fuck happened there?
Like a little fall warning.
Like, I know we haven't reached the Sonic 06 level yet, but this isn't Sonic 06. The fuck happened there? I'm so confused.
It's okay, we could be confused together.
But basically because we died, we're not gonna get the S rank in this stage.
Oh no, just restart the whole damn thing.
I can live with one A rank for now.
Alright, but the next time you fail, you're gonna have to restart the level since you said you can only live with one. Definitely not gonna forget that I said that, and definitely gonna hold you to it. But surely you're not gonna fall again.
Yeah, hopefully, because that's the first that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, ever in, like, your whole Sonic career, which has kind of been, like, I assume since, like, 2010, given the username.
I don't know why I used 2010. It just came to mind. A lot of people seem to ask, well, where does 2010 come into play? It's like, I don't know. It's just a random year I chose.
Did you...
It has no significant meaning.
Yet it's been attached to you for so long.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a random year that came into mind.
That's okay. At least your name wasn't like XX, the blue hedgehog XX or something.
That was my AOL profile.
See, that's kind of gone out of style, so at least that's not what, has been representing you for all these years. I'm pretty sure it's gone out of style. I don't see people doing it anymore.
Damn it, well, I guess we're not getting that red ring.
I shall weep for its non-collection.
But, no, this is probably one of my favorites modern stages to go through. It's very visually pleasing.
This whole game is very visually pleasing.
Not to mention the music that's playing for Sky Sanctuary. It's so good.
So here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a game needs to be replayable in order for it to be a good game, or is it still a good game even if you'll only ever play it once?
So for this game specifically, it has enough content where the replayability is actually through the roof, because I can tell you right now, there's been a couple times, even after initially completing this game, like 100% and everything, that I challenge a couple of my friends to do a bit of a speed run on it, just to see how quick we can get through the game. Because this game is actually very short if you're not going after the collectibles and stuff. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this game is only 2 to 3 hours long if you know what you're doing.
Which is, even combined with Shadow, is not super long compared to some games.
It is not. It's honestly not, and I can confirm that because I did start up another file on my off time, and now that I know what I'm doing in the game, it's really not a long game at all. Like, if you're not going after all the collectibles and stuff, you can beat it within like 2 to 3 hours.
Which isn't a bad thing, especially because it is very
No,
replayable.
it's not.
And I don't necessarily think games need to be long.
No.
They just need to be enjoyable.
This game is very enjoyable. Hi, Nipples.
It's my bestie.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it. Now let's get some payback on that monster.
Get in line, knucklehead. All right.
God, that voice after watching the Sonic movie just feels wrong.
So now we get introduced to the Challenge Act gates, where we can only go through one Challenge Act per zone to get the key. And although we do have to collect 3 keys, we only have to go through one Challenge Act.
Okay.
Also, bit of a fun fact. You may notice that there's grapes hanging around here. That happens to be Knuckles' favorite food.
Nice.
Grapes. But anyway, so we'll just go on ahead and that isn't a doppelganger race, because this icon means it's a doppelganger race. I do want to show off what these challenge acts provide. Like, for example, this one, we just got to reach the goal before time runs out while avoiding buzz bombers and stuff like that.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah. And these challenge acts do not take long at all. As you may have noticed by the S rank at the top right corner. It says we gotta beat the stage in
1 minute.
at least 1 minute, yeah. And just like in Shadow Generations, when you beat a challenge act, the bell will become active. And you can hit it and chase the music note, which will net you additional artwork and music unlocked.
Nice.
Unless you're a completionist, like I can be at times, it's really not a bad idea to go through these challenge stages. Plus, you'll unlock additional skills from the skill shop if you do too, so there's that. So now that we completed this challenge act, we can now get the key.
Nice.
And we can just move on. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to Modern Sonic to choose a challenge act from Chemical Plant Zone. Oh! Who's up there? It's our boy Metal Sonic. We'll get to him shortly.
I do like, for like Sonic, they've kind of got like this whole very looks like choosing levels that are like kind of fading into existence. Like very cool, I like it. But for like Shadow, there's like this whole overworld hub where you're like talking to people and have to go through things. Like you have to figure out how do I get up there. And
yeah, it caters to those that are the explorative type.
yeah, like they feel like two very separate games, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's just
yeah. Shadow Generations is fine. It's a fantastic game.
I was gonna say fine.
It's a fantastic game. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with the hub worlds. It actually does bring me back to the days going through Sonic Adventure, well, specifically Sonic Adventure, and unfortunately Sonic 06.
Sonic 06 aside, I like the hub world. It makes it like, to me, it makes it feel like more of a cohesive story is going on.
Yeah. Anyway, if you might have noticed that we have to utilize Amy to get through this challenge.
Yes, she's hammering us around.
Yeah, she is. Which, don't ask me how that works, it just does.
Oh, we all know that hammers in video games, movies defy physics.
And we'll understand more about Amy's hammer soonish. Eventually.
Amy is a odd one. Not at any necessary. Her relationship with Sonic, let me say, is more of an odd one. Not necessarily her herself.
We'll explain more about Amy, because initially Amy's first interaction with Sonic was that she was basically a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog that just happened to have been kidnapped by Metal Sonic. And once Sonic rescued Amy, it all went downhill from there.
Oh, there's a name for that. I'm gonna use my handy dandy Google to figure out what I'm thinking of.
Go for it. In this challenge, we have to initialize a skill that turns badniks into rings, which has a nifty little song that plays. Which I don't... It might be from Knuckles Chaotix from the 32X. I could be wrong.
Okay, well, the stupid AI is telling me nonsense. Then Google also wants to tell me that that's Stockholm Syndrome, but I'm pretty sure Stockholm Syndrome is when you've been, like, captured, not when you've been saved.
Right.
There is, like, a term for this, though. Prince Charming Syndrome? I don't think like I've heard that one.
That's
but that seems more correct.
That seems more correct.
There's a Reddit called "What's the Word?"
Alright, so we got our third act key.
Apparently, rescue romance is also a thing. Hero worship, I think, might have been what I was thinking. I don't know. The internet has not given me a solid conclusion, and I've wasted enough of my attention span on that, because we have Metal Sonic here.
Hi, Metal Sonic. Face me if you wish to have the Chaos Emerald. And this is probably... all rival battles that we'll be going through in this entire game are pretty damn good. This Metal Sonic fight is pretty damn fun to go through.
I really like how they've designed the OG Sonic here. He looks just adorable.
So essentially in this Metal Sonic fight, it's basically just surviving his attacks, and whenever he is available to hit, like right now, you just go on ahead and boop him. Do this about 4 times, and that's pretty much the boss fight. Now this is based off of Sonic CD, and in Sonic CD, all you're really doing is just racing towards the end goal, which is a massive pain in the ass because there were like spikes, and Metal Sonic had that annoying electric shield with him and stuff like that. Now, I do like how they had expanded from that, or expanded upon from that, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I like this fight, okay? It's a good fight.
I love how Metal Sonic is just spinning around like a screw on the end of a drill. My brain is pretty fried. I'm sorry.
And that's it. That was Metal Sonic.